The three different styles, Fusion, Rapid, and Single, just won the three different age divisions at the Japanese National Tournament held on June 10th and June 11th. It's amazing that these cards dating all the way back to 2021 are still getting used so effectively and can compete so well with more current and newly released cards. Let's take a look at the finalist decks from each age division and see what made them work. If you want to support the channel, you can use code Tablemon to get 5% off at Potent Store for your online codes, 10% off for your sealed product at Flipside Gaming, and 10% off on your aluminum accessories at TC Evolutions. Or if you're looking to buy singles or sleeves, you can fill up your cart and close the tab, then click on the affiliate link in the description and check out. That way you can support the channel over at TCG Player, Card Market, and Dragon Shield.
This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io.
¿Eres de México y necesitas cartas de Pokémon? Busca Hyperbeam Cards en Facebook e Instagram. Y si estás en Tijuana, búscalos en el local C27 en el Centro Comercial Otay. The Single Strike Lugia VSTAR variant featuring Tyranitar, Yveltal, and Stonejourner won in the Juniors League. It plays the new staples from Paldea Evolved that will surely be super important in our list as well, Jet Energy and Iono. But the deck also features interesting card choices not commonly seen over on this side of the world, such as Senior Resolve and Roseanne's backup. The deck of course follows the same strategy as every Lugia V-Star deck does. Establish a Lugia V and as many Archeops in the discard as you can on turn 1, and then finish discarding up to 2 Archeops by turn 2, along with evolving into Lugia V-Star to use Summoning Star, bring them into play, and start dealing damage with any of your powerful attackers. Interestingly enough, it seems as though players over here don't have any respect for Arceus V-Star or Duraludon VMAX decks, hence there is no need to include Single Strike Urshifu VMAX in the deck to counter it. And while that approach could work over here as well, it's certainly a risky decision. The deck wound up beating a Lost Box deck based around Zamazenta and Kyogre, two really powerful attackers that are very likely going to be one of the best pairings in Lost Box decks going forward. Surprisingly though, this new deck doesn't feature any new cards from Paldea Evolved at all, and it does feel quite greedy overall, with only one Cramorant and one Zamazenta to really apply pressure until Kyogre is ready to go. In the Senior League, Inteleon VMAX combined with Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX to win the event. The deck features the new addition of Skokability EX to help with the early game consistency, thanks to its nice ability akin to the Dedenne GX. Other than that, Iono of course makes an appearance in the list. However, the deck has been a consistent underperformer over on this side of the world. The deck is pretty cool on paper, dishing out consistent damage through Inteleon's G-Max Spiral attack, as well as placing damage on the bench multiple times if possible through Double Gunner, and then moving it around as convenient through Radiant Alakazam. This combines quite well with Urshifu's G-Max Rapid Flow attack, which also targets the bench by attacking 2 targets for 120 damage. In order to deal with Manaphy, the deck can use Double Gunner, Radiant Alakazam, and also Medicham V's Yoga Loop attack, being able to KO Manaphy, and then get a bonus turn to dish out damage to the bench is something very crucial to this deck's success, as a way to close out games. Stormy V is a nice backup attacker when combined with Melanie, as it can be powered up out of the blue. And finally, Octillery really facilitates crucial pieces of the deck as it whittles down the opposition through high HP Pokemon and damage from all avenues. It wound up defeating yet another Lost Box deck based around Kyogre and Zamazenta, though with a few differences in the list, such as Xenias and Jet Energy, as well as extra attackers with 2 copies of Cramorant and Zamazenta instead of 1 from the Juniors League deck. The deck certainly has a harder time dealing with the higher HP of the Pokemon VMAX, as well as the constant barrage of damage on the low HP Pokemon through Double Gunner, making this a tough matchup for Lost Box. If you have enjoyed the video so far and found the information useful, please consider becoming a Tablemon channel member through the join button down below. For as low as $1.99 a month, you can help support the creation of these videos. Finally, Mew VMAX was able to take down a Gardevoir EX deck in the finals of the Masters League. Many interesting things were happening in the final, first of which was that the Gardevoir EX deck was playing a copy of Spiritomb, recognizing just how powerful Mew VMAX is and trying to shut it down this way. However, the Mew VMAX deck was prepared for this with 2 different things. First off, the Fusion Energy, which prevents an opponent's abilities from affecting your Pokemon in any way. This used to be a nice way to prevent Galarian Zigzagoon from placing one edge counter on your Pokemon at some point. However, Fusion Strike Energy will now be key to prevent Spiritom's Feather and Misfortune ability from stopping your Genesect V's abilities and essentially stopping you from drawing cards throughout the game. Playing these energies also opens up the possibility to play Meloetta to deal huge amounts of damage through Melodious Echo. However, it also allows you to play a very obscure yet powerful card that had not been seen until today. The Eiscue with a Fusion Strike trait was always considered a meme up until now, and its damage output was never anything to write home about. However, now with only 2 Fusion Energy in play, Mew VMAX can copy the Block Slider attack and snipe Spiritomb on the bench, and combined with Lost City, it can eliminate the threat of Spiritomb for the rest of the game. Now this is easier said than done, but it clearly worked out for the champion, especially in the final, which you can see how the Spiritomb did absolutely nothing against them, and they were able to cruise to a very convincing victory in order to defeat Carnivore EX. Mew VMAX is probably one of the cards that has received the biggest amount of direct counters against it, including Path to a Peak, Drapion V, and now Spiritomb. Yet it still is able to perform incredibly well and continues to win. And I expect that to continue until the card finally rotates, but I genuinely have no clue when that will happen. Love it or hate it, Mew VMAX is here to stay, and has shown incredible adaptability to all sorts of counters. I expect all the different battle styles to see play in the Paldea Evolved format, and they joined Gardevoir EX, Lost Box, and Arceus V-Star variants in what seems to be like one of the most balanced formats we have ever had. There aren't any true auto wins or auto losses in the format. There's many tech cards and choices each deck can use to help with different matchups, and ultimately, the wins or losses usually come more from in-game decisions and your initial setup than any inherent advantage one deck has over another. Hopefully this video helps you out with a solid understanding of what to expect in the upcoming weeks as we enter the Paldea Evolved format and what threats will be making an appearance in the metagame soon. Make sure to check out all my other videos featuring gameplay of the new Paldea Evolved decks. Thanks so much for watching this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you haven't yet, and leave a comment if you found it useful or if you think there's something I overlooked. Until next time!